Good afternoon, y'all. My name is Evan Burgess Jr. My content area is history, and my background is I got my bachelor's degree in political science. I'm pursuing my master's degree in history education as of current. The summary for this video is going to be why communication is very important within the classroom and how it could be beneficial to not only the instructor but also the students. 3 strategies that you can foster communication with adult learners would be, first off, starting with icebreakers or checking circles. Icebreaker, you could just find common ground with somebody, just be able to, find a simple type of relationship with them. Just say you guys both like football, what I mean? Just like small things, and they'll be able to, find a friend or like be in the same area of interest with the instructor. Like y'all have some similar interests, and you'd be like, okay, maybe I could, better understand this person because of this, you know what I mean? And then checking circles just to understand where somebody's at. And just like know when they're feeling good and like what's going on in their lives, and you feel like you have a sense of communication with them. Group discussions for online classes, I'm a huge believer in those. You could always just check in and just have like a quick little conversation. Just everybody's up to date on what's going on, and then everybody knows what's going on not only in the class but with each other's lives. It's just like a big thing that goes on in these online classes I'm taking right now, and it's been very beneficial for me. And you can work in groups and have work in groups like in the classroom, having group discussions. Because if you do that, you're able to not only just get more out of your education, just like you'll be able to talk with your peers. And as a political science major in college, we did this a lot. We would just have like group discussions and like have like mock situations where you have to like kind of argue a little bit, but it's all within love, so you just get a lot of information out of that work, and you're able to be beneficial because of it, because you're all working together. So next thing, communication challenges in higher education, and how would you overcome those? All right, so one major communication I can think of off the top of my head would be being too busy, either party, either the instructor or the student. All right, so because if you get too busy, say the student gets too busy, they might miss something important because they get too caught up in something else within their lives, and they will miss something in their class, and then they'll be like extremely upset because they missed something, but then you can't make up that. So, and then another thing would be if the instructor was too busy. If the instructor gets too busy, they might forget to let the students know something that is too important. Well, not too important, that is really important, and then it just messes up the whole process of the class, and then it's just never as good if either student or instructor gets too busy. Next thing I'll say is lack of communication or feedback. So I think being too busy would lead towards this. Lack of communication and feedback, if you're not communicating with the student as an instructor, and you're not getting them the feedback they need, and you just keep on giving them bad grades, it's gonna be like, what am I doing wrong? You understand? So if you're not telling them what they're doing wrong, it's almost like you're just giving them bad grades just because. And the same thing goes for the teacher. So if you're getting bad grades and you're not saying anything, and like the teacher's giving you feedback, but you're not giving feedback to their feedback, it's almost like it's a one-sided conversation. All right, and that's never gonna be good. You're not gonna have the best relationship with your instructor, and then everything's just gonna go downhill from there. All right, and then de-escalating interpersonal agreements, 2 strategies for that. Tempers get high whenever you're in a classroom and something happens, and maybe you get a grade you didn't like, and tempers might flare a little bit. All right, so ways that the instructor can de-escalate the situation would be, hold on, my paper's kind of flaring. Find common grounds with the student. All right, and you find common grounds by just talking with them, just going over the policies and the syllabus, and just letting them know like where they went wrong. You know what I mean? Because if you just say like, oh, you failed, and just leave it like that, you're not gonna have the best relationship with your students. But if you tell them where they went wrong and like show them on the syllabus and walk them through it and show them the policies and everything, they'll understand a little better where you're coming from, and then they'll do better the next time. You could also walk them through where they went wrong. So like go over the assignment with them, not just going through the syllabus, just go over the assignment with them and show them every single step that they were wrong. And I feel like that would be the better option. Communication supports student success in class environment. Why is that so? If you go through this video, there's plenty of examples why communication could be beneficial for a student. But just at the end of the day, as long as both sides are communicating well with each other, there's no way that there could be any type of miscommunication and just tempers flaring, because once tempers start flaring, it starts getting ugly, and you don't want that to happen. So as long as there's communication involved throughout, there's a way that student and instructor can, and other students within the classroom, can all find common grounds and have a great learning environment.